Leon. Nate is on. Shout out to Nate the lawyer. We like real normal people here. Let's hear what a lawyer has to say and not a ghetto boy.
So crazy. But I'm going to play you some of the lies. Some of the lies that have been told about this case. And it's so insane because I understand why people are upset. Yeah. No matter which side you're on. I understand why people are upset. But you've been lied to. You've been lied to about Karmelo Anthony, and you've been lied to about Aaron Metcalf. They've lied about both of them. Now, we're going to play some of the lies. We're going to play some of the lies.
Its title is Karmelo Anthony found guilty of murder like I predicted.
Here it is.
From
this nigga.
The middle school, coming walking back up.
Right.
On the video, you can see those 4 that actually was involved, and maybe about 3 or 4 others that was with them, skipping up, trying to catch up behind. One veered off probably toward his way to go to the coach and kind of distract him a little bit. And then the other 4 came walking together. One went in front of them, went past.
Right.
The other 4 went and they surrounded Carmelo. You know, if you're Carmelo,
and they showed that on that video.
It's on the video.
Okay, come on.
You can see them walk.
I'm gonna say little stuff.
I'll put it this way.
Okay.
They actually tell you when you're watching the video.
People listening to Rap House TV, child. This lying ass nigga right here. Now I don't remember if this is the dude that's Brendan Jamal's dad or that other crazy ass man, but one of them is Brendan Jamal's dad, so he's a peach. But yeah, let's just listen to the random man coming out here. All right.
Now I want to. The video's too loud? I'll turn it down.
No.
I'm going to tell you. What he's saying is an absolute lie.
Right.
It's an absolute lie. I want to make sure I stop the court. What this man is saying is an absolute lie. Karmelo wasn't surrounded. None of what he's saying is true. But he's saying it to make black people out there think that Karmelo Anthony's innocent. And just
these are the people that y'all listen to. They know how to get you upset and emotional. They want to be down. I'm black, you black, we black. We just gonna lie because we have nothing to do with it. We not in there. We ain't a juror. But y'all, I'm gonna just let you think this is what's going on because we need to be down.
Yes, he was found guilty. Of course he was found guilty. Yes, Karmelo Anthony was found guilty of murder, just like I predicted. People need to understand this. If someone goes out there and says, well, didn't he touch him? You can't just murder somebody for touching you. That's what.
According to Willie D, you can. Let me see. Dennis Sperling, the real lawyer, said no. Nate, the lawyer, the real lawyer, is saying no. AV is about to go live. We're going to look at her too. And TLA, bring your ass.
Ridiculous. And people are making that argument.
Yeah.
Like the NWO. He was touched, so he should be murdered. What? But that's what these people are. And now they're trying to make it seem like Karmelo Anthony was surrounded and people were we're trying to kill him. So I want to keep playing this, but that's what he's saying. He's absolutely lying. And he knows he's lying.
In this corner right here, because if you look anywhere else, you might miss different things.
Okay.
So watch those 4. Here, there are 4 right there coming up.
Right.
That's exactly what they say.
Okay.
And so you have no way to be confused that it's those 4.
Okay.
So they come up, they surround them, and this immediate moment of not even a few seconds of pause, then that's when they jump. And so
they actually did jump him.
So you heard that. They actually did jump him. He's lying because there's no testimony that said he was jumped. Matter of fact, even Karmelo Anthony's own witnesses said it's a lie. The witnesses the defense put up, they said he wasn't jumped. They said he wasn't surrounded. So this person is lying. And this guy's got millions and millions of views on the same topic. Lying to the public.
Yeah, it wasn't just no touch. It wasn't just all that moment. Yeah, it was a push. It was all kind of things.
Child, he looked like I wouldn't believe him. I'm sorry, y'all. When I saw this video, I was like, nigga, I don't believe him at all.
But Austin pushed, Hunter hit, and then everybody swung. But at the same time,
So it's more than the twins that got some licks on him. So it showed that in the video.
Yes, in the video.
He's lying. He's absolutely lying. And it sounds so good, right? It sounds so good. Saying with a straight face. Millions of people believe this. Millions of people believe this crap. And this guy's just absolutely lying. It's so bad. Now, Amazing Lucas, I've been on his channel before. He's a very nice guy. But, he's all into
a race hustler, too.
If you touch a black person, they should be able to murder you.
Yes.
They should be able to murder you. That's his take on this. But we'll play.
Okay, it's not just me. For y'all that are trying to act like I'm crazy, us with intelligence, and I'm not a lawyer. I mean, I'm one on YouTube. But I'm just saying, this is exactly what they're saying. But God forbid if this shit would go through and the tides would turn, it would be, it's racist. No. This is what y'all trying to say. Black people should not be held accountable for shit just because they black. But all white people should. And if you say that, then that means you're a white supremacist. No, that means I got common fucking sense. Laws are here for a fucking reason. What the fuck? What is wrong with y'all? That damn fucking liberal, progressive, democratic dumbasses have ruined y'all.
A video that apparently no one's seen or hasn't been promoted or shown to anybody. That
a video out there that nobody has seen. So now there's this mysterious video that asshole was probably talking about earlier that you're telling me neither the defense or the fucking prosecution would show if it would help either their sides. Y'all so dumb. Y'all so dumb.
Gives a very different narrative. You've had people who said they've seen this video that gives a very different narrative of Karmelo being jumped by these guys and there being an escalation.
You see, you hear the same lie again.
Why wouldn't the defense show it, dummies? If there is a video that shows that he was jumped by 4 fucking people, why wouldn't the defense show it? I still think it's a crazy lawyer, but whatever. But there's just some video out there, child. Everybody done seen it, but nobody has seen it. Everybody's seen it except for the people in the damn courthouse. Okay, child.
The same lie. You hear the same lie?
Yeah.
It's the lie.
Yes.
Just so we understand, Carmelo Anthony's own witness says he wasn't jumped, right? It's like, where are they getting this from? They're just making it up. Making it up. Now, I know a lot of people come here and want me to say what they, like, people would love me to say George Floyd Derek Chauvin is innocent. I'm not saying that because I saw the evidence. I said, no, he's not. He's guilty. I know a lot of people come to this channel and say they want me to say Kyle Rittenhouse is a murderer. I'm not saying that because I don't believe that. The facts and evidence shows Kyle Rittenhouse was not a murderer. He was justified in his use of self-defense. But again, this is what happens when people push that, and they push ridiculous lies. Like, this is what he's pushing. It's a ridiculous lie.
Carmelo tries to leave, but he's brought back in. So there's a lot going on. Like I said, we wait for the facts and the evidence. But at the end of the day, what is being decided is whether or not Carmelo's self-defense claim is valid, whether or not the amount of force he applied, which was a knife, and it wasn't any big knife, it was 3.5 inches, according to the...
It wasn't a big knife, y'all. It was only 3 to 5 inches. That's what that asshole was saying earlier. It wasn't a knife. It was a whatever the fuck he was saying. Child, does it matter? The man is dead. The child is dead. Does it matter? Whatever it was enough to make that child be deceased. Oh, it was just a 3 to 4 inch knife. It shouldn't count. Do over. It doesn't matter. Let him go. It doesn't matter that little boy is not little, but that young man is dead. It doesn't matter. It's okay. It's not a problem. It was only a 3 to 4 incher. Pause. It was only a 3 to 4 incher. That's all that matters. Forget that he ain't here no more. He got to take responsibility, according to Willie D. Austin Metcalf needs to take responsibility for his actions, y'all. That's what we just heard Willie D say. Now, I need somebody to tell me what the hell it is, or let me rephrase, how the hell Austin Metcalf is going to take responsibility, Bueller? I need somebody to tell me because, child, I'm thinking death is final. I could be wrong. Maybe I missed something. Thank you, Wordsmith. I appreciate you. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know.
The knife was 5 inches if you count the blade, but it's 3.5 inch blade, just so we can be clear on the facts here.
To the statements, whether the knife, which he only hit one time, he didn't go off 7 times like...
It was only one. What more do you want from me? It was only used one time. Thank you, sweet kicker. I appreciate you, boo. Child, he only used the knife once. What the fuck? What do y'all want? I mean, it ain't like he used it 7 times on him. It was only once. This is crazy. This is somebody that people listen to. This man's got hundred thousands of followers. Oh my God.
Chud the Builder, it was one time, whether or not.
Let's compare him to Chud the Builder. It's to get you riled up, black people. Let's bring up Chud the Builder, who has nothing to do with this. That nigga's already been arrested. What does he have to do with this? Nothing. But if white people started coming out here saying, child, I don't know who did it. Let's just say Sambo, child. No, let me not say that. Let's just say Chuck. Did the person die with Chud the Builder, y'all? Is that person deceased? Can you confirm or deny that for me? Shout out to Ace. Thank you so much, hon. I appreciate your support. Shout out to all of y'all that are still here. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you are new. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If the person that Chud, he's alive. Okay, all right, he's alive. All right. Well, he need to pay the price. Child, that man need to pay the price. Based off of these dummies' logics. Yeah, I said logics. Because it's Willie D and Amazing Lucas. Let me just call him Lucas because this is not amazing. Child, that man need to pay the price. Austin needs to pay the price. Take his responsibility. That black man need to take his responsibility with regard to Chud the Builder. Why the fuck he bringing up Chud the Builder? To get you coloreds all upset and emotionally enraged so that you say, yeah, it ain't right. Can't do this.
That, the level of threat, the imminent danger that he believed he was in is justified for a knife. Because everyone keeps talking about, oh, you don't bring a knife to a fist fight. You do if you are being beaten to an ounce of your life.
When you're being beaten to an ounce of your life. I thought this said Amazing Circus, but that'll work. So now, beating into an inch of your life, some other shit that came out of somebody's asshole, because that's not what happened.
Beaten to the ounce. Remember, when the cops got Karmelo, he had no injuries.
Correct.
He had no injuries.
Correct.
So if you think about this, people, think about how bad this lie is. Think about how bad this is.
Just before Nate starts, imagine if Karmelo was beaten so badly, where are the pictures, Bueller? Child, there's some heifer right now on the blogs who's putting up all these pictures of her allegedly being beat up by Big Tigger, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. I guess it's his wife or his girlfriend or something. All these bitches always taking pictures of these injuries. It's a cut here, it's a bump here, it's a burn here, and then they be tossing it out on the damn internet to say, see, look what he did. So you're trying to tell us that Karmelo got beat within an inch of his life, and there's no pictures, and nobody put out any pictures, and nobody talked about a bloody nose, a black eye, hair pulled out, because I did hear that. Hair pulled out, no pictures, none of it. Nobody seen it, saw anything, hasn't been brought up, nobody spoke to it. When he was arrested by the oppressor, he admitted what he did. He didn't say he needed to see a doctor. Nobody mentioned him going to the hospital. None of that. But y'all gonna sit up here and believe.
He says he was beaten to an inch of his life, right? That's what he's trying to say. But when Karmelo was arrested, he had no injuries. But he's got the nerve to tell you he was beaten to an inch of his life? Where's he getting that from? And I'm the one who had the brain surgery. Where's he getting that from? Like, I don't mind you having a different opinion. You say, okay, to me, this looks like self-defense and based on the facts. But why just make it up? He's saying Karmelo was beat to an inch of his life? What? Have you heard anything like that anywhere? Well, you are now, right? You hear Amazing Lucas saying that. And I like this guy.
That's what happens. If you are being beaten up to the point where you feel your life is in danger, yes, you can't escalate to a knife. That's what happens.
Okay, so again, the colored community chooses to go and say it's okay for you to go out here and commit murder instead of saying we need to take away at minimum some lessons from this because our kids have issues and troubles and we need to make sure that we try to do our best to stop this. This is too much. This should not have happened. Austin should not have touched him, but he shouldn't be deceased because of it. We need to get our emotions in check and understand that when we do things like this, it could change our lives forever. We need to teach these lessons to the kids. Where are those conversations? Nowhere. It's let's justify murder because he's black.
That was video played of the incident inside of the courtroom.
I can't do it again. Let's go to AV, child. Moving.